when you begin and get ready to color your produce, even if it's in your sketch, I would suggest that you choose a base color that's light, lay in that color. Now, when we were doing our shading with our regular pencil, we were going with the shape of that object on your cone and on your cylinder. Your produce may be a little bit different. I did this practice coming down because of the way the apple looked. I'm not sure that that's the best approach for this section. I do believe that I probably should have turned it a little bit in this direction to come across, but I know that I need to do that to come down to create this as I have here. You're going to want to lay in your light colors first, even if you're using your chili, using your bell pepper, or using your pumpkin. You're going to want to lay in those base colors first. For example, with the pumpkin, you may even want to lay in that yellow color first as you color and go across. I would round that pencil as I'm coming through that pumpkin, and I would start with a base of a yellow. Then you can overlay that with the oranges that you have available. That's one of the things you're going to have to do with this, is you're going to have to layer your colors. It's not a solid color. So you see that I did that with this. I'm going to also continue to remind you that if you will keep a sharp point on your pencil, it makes a big difference in how you can work. It also makes the pencil last longer, because as you color, remember, you're going to layer these, any of your colors that you have, you're going to layer them in, and you're going to blend. And it's not about pressure, it's just about layering that color on there. And then you're going to turn that pencil while you work to keep that point longer. Because the softer the pencil lead, the quicker it's going to wear down, and you do have to use your hand sharpeners for that. Turn it again while you work, and it self-sharpens it. Now, if you're working and you get into some areas that are darker, especially like with the bell pepper, you can use its complement to dull that color down, take that intensity off. That's what you're seeing here. That was created using the red. So I laid in a light color first with my green. You will do this again whether you're using your chili, where you're doing the pumpkin or an apple or the squash pumpkin, and then you're going to come back over it and you're going to keep adding those colors. So you're going to look and you're going to see where those dark areas are, and those dark areas you may not have a dark enough green to do that. If you do, then you could certainly mix that as well. And then this particular one I was working side to side with. And then I was looking for those dark values, looking for where the light values are. And you can always lighten things up as well if you need to with your white, especially when you get up to these areas here that are highlighted. That is just straight white on top of that. And then you can add a little bit of red if you need to darken an area. Keep it lightly. I wouldn't apply a lot of pressure with it. I found it doesn't blend real well. And then you come in and you go back over that. We can blend that out with a blending stump if we need to blend out the color a little bit. If it's a little streaky for you, create those boundaries as you work as well. Because again, that's going to create that edge to keep you inside. It's going to round off your form. So make sure that you're using that as well. So again, base colors first, something light, and then you build up. Base color light, and then you build up. It can be a contrasting color, as you saw with the peach. I could have used pink if I had wanted to for the base of this apple. Light colors, yellowy colors, you're going to want to lay those in first if you have yellow colors, and you're just going to build up as you work. Now remember, on your sketch, you're doing all of that layering so that you can see how that's going to look with your values and your dark colors as you work. So that's an important part of balance and unity.